Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Machado-Gibbs show. I'll start by apologising for the vast amount of time between this episode and my last one. I do actually have 3 genuine reasons for this. The first reason is because shortly after episode 2 I was actually really poorly for about 3 months, but I'm okay now, back on track, so that's good. The second reason is because I went on a lovely cruise, which was very good. Yes, I did use my upgrade technique, and yes, it did work. I was upgraded by 10 cabin levels, so the trick does work. The third reason is because for this episode, I was filming at the dentist's, and everything was going relatively fine. And then for no reason, my studio lights exploded everywhere, sending glass flying across the room, smoke in the air, and the worst thing was it took out the entire dentist's power, so people who were having their teeth done suddenly found themselves in the dark. Needless to say, the dentists weren't too happy, and I probably won't be filming there anytime soon. It also meant I had to send my lights off for repair, which took ages, and now they're back, and here I am filming episode 3. So, lame excuses out of the way, it's now time for me to divulge yet another golden little secret, and this week is how you can whiten your teeth on a budget. It's true, we all want that perfect smile, but many of us can't afford the high street prices to get it. Fear not. In this episode, I'm showing you how you can do it yourself from as little as £4. Many of us dream of having that perfect Hollywood smile, and of course there's no real alternative to the dentist to get this. You'll have a professional look over your teeth properly, examine them, and then let you know what's best for you. If you can't afford to do this, there is still an effective alternative that will still give you brilliant white teeth. Before I go into any more detail, I do just want to point out a couple of warnings with regards to this technique. Firstly, this technique is no substitute for your normal dental checkups. It whitens your teeth but does not check your dental health, so it's important you still visit your dentist for a checkup every 6 months. Secondly, the more powerful version of this technique uses the stronger UV light found in sunbeds. There is scientific evidence to support the fact that excessive use of sunbeds can greatly increase your chance of skin cancer. So, if you decide to use a more powerful version, please ensure you use sunbeds in moderation and at your own risk. Right, now that's over, what do you actually need? For the weaker technique, you need 4 things, and the stronger technique, you need 2 things. Number 1 is a simple paintbrush, like so. That's it really. Number 2 looks a bit daunting. Rest assured, you're not having an injection. You need a syringe like this containing teeth whitening chemicals. Now you can get these on eBay for about £10 or less, and they last you a long time. But when you buy them, you've got to make sure that you bear in mind 2 things. Number 1, make sure they can test less than 0.1% hydrogen peroxide, carbon peroxide, or zinc peroxide, because those are the chemicals that will actually harm your teeth enamel. Number 2, make sure you buy it from a trusted eBay seller or a registered medical company, preferably with thousands of positive feedback. That way you know you're buying in safe hands. You don't need all the fancy extras like teeth whitening guides, but if you decide that using a sunbed isn't for you, then it is useful to get a mouth tray, like this, just pops in your mouth, and the other thing which speeds up the whitening is the UV light, like so, which also just pops over the mouth tray in your mouth. A lot of these things will actually be offered with the syringes in bundles on eBay, so if you want to get those things, buy them together and you'll save money. You don't need to buy fancy brands or packages because ultimately the most important thing is the teeth whitening gel, and that's generally the same wherever it's from. Method 1. Now that we have everything we need, it's time to whiten your teeth. The weaker technique will take several goes to get the same results as the sunbed. So if you're using this technique, here's the first step. Get your mouth tray and apply the gel to the surface that will touch your teeth along there quite generously. Then you'll need to place the mouth tray in your mouth and the UV light against that and wait 20 minutes. You'll look something like this. So once you've sat there looking like an idiot for 20 minutes, you need to do it 2 more times before you're done.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine.
As mentioned earlier, the stronger technique actually uses sunbeds. Now, whilst you can find sunbeds at tanning salons, you'd be surprised to hear they tend to be cheaper at your local gym or fitness centre. So I'm off to the gym, taking you with me, to show you how you do the stronger technique. Method 2. So here I am at my local gym. Now you'll see I've picked a lie down sunbed rather than a stand up sunbed. The reason for this is lie down sunbeds usually have a faceplate, which means there's more UV lights over your face, so you get more intense UV light on your teeth, which means in turn they're better at whitening your teeth than a stand up sunbed. Once you're here, the first thing to do is to paint the gel on your teeth. But once ready to paint your teeth, there is something you can do first to help reduce your risk of UV exposure. Get some nice high practice suntan lotion and apply it all over your face and arms, and that will just help give that extra protection. When you're ready, get your paintbrush and gel, and all you need to do is put some gel on the paintbrush like so, and then just paint your teeth. So, once you've painted your teeth, you need to go on the sunbed for 10 minutes. Don't forget, winkies. Bye. Once you've stepped out of the sunbed, you can then stride triumphantly to your nearest mirror to admire your newly found Hollywood smile. For some people, this method may still take a couple of goes to see big results, and don't forget, for at least 2 days after the treatment, stay away from red wine and curry because this will undo your results. So that's it for episode 3. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on The Adam Gibbs Show.